am I? I'm a hard worker. I set high goals, and I've been told that I'm persistent.
Tell me, how does it feel to have Nightcrawler screening here at Fantastic Fest?
You know, we premiered at Toronto, which is obviously a prestigious festival, but to have the U.S. premiere here at a place where the fans are so energetic and appreciate stuff that's maybe a little more upbeat and certainly a little dark, I'm just very excited to see the film tonight with this crowd. Really excited.
Do you think you're going to be watching the film more, or the audience's reaction?
Probably 50-50. Yeah, because the audience, every audience is different. And I'm very curious to see how this audience reacts moment by moment, because I do pay attention to how people, where a laugh comes or where a gasp might come. So yeah, probably a bit of both.
Very cool. And what initially attracted you to this script?
The idea of these people who go around Los Angeles at 100 miles an hour with a dozen scanners blaring, trying to shoot tragedy and lurid images and selling it for a lot of money. I thought it was a really interesting intersection of art and commerce. And then the character of Lou, when he sort of came up, the idea of somebody who's just so driven to succeed at all costs that they're willing to do anything. It seemed like those two ideas intersected.
So we follow this TV journalist, like you said, very hungry to be in there. Can you tell me a little bit more about the plot of the film?
Well, ultimately, it's the story of a young man who at the beginning of the film is unemployed, and through drive and commitment winds up succeeding in ways that I think are unexpected. And I see it as a success story, ultimately. A dark success story, but a success story.
It looks very good.
Yeah.
And how was it having Jake Gyllenhaal portray your lead character? It kind of has like a blurred vision of what's real journalism and what's a crime.
Well, Jake and I both embrace the idea that while the character is morally dark, that there's a humanity to him. And I think I certainly in the writing and Jake in the rehearsing and the acting, we were always looking for the human qualities, that he's a lonely character, that he's trying to connect with people, but he doesn't have the ability to, that he wants to succeed, which I think is a touchstone experience for many people. So there's qualities that, on the one hand, that you might be able to label him a sociopath, but hopefully there's other qualities that you might look at and identify with and perhaps even say, well, there's a part of me that's like that a little bit.
And that good people who reached the top of the mountain didn't just fall there.